morning. Welcome. Welcome to our community meditation. Thank you for joining us as we connect in consciousness. My name is Judy Poteet, and I am your practitioner for today. Please take a moment to silence your cell phones. I just did mine. That could be dangerous for me. And that allows us to have this uninterrupted experience together. This meditation that I'll be giving today is a blend of spoken word and moments of silence to contemplate, to imbue whatever you want to do with those words. I tend to do mine in first person, so that allows my words to become your words. It will last about 15 minutes total. So as we begin this time of meditation, I invite you to sit comfortably. Allow your body to begin to relax. You might want to close your eyes just to allow the distractions to be absent. Quiet your mind. Notice your breath. Not controlling your breath, just simply observing. Relax. Notice the center of your being. Relax into this calm center and allow the stress, the worry, and concerns to dissipate, to dissolve, to drop away. They will be available after our time together if you choose to pick them up, or they can simply remain in the nothingness. As you continue to breathe, relax, and allow yourself to feel your profound connection to the one life, the one love, the one source. There will be time for contemplation after each affirmation. Today, I release the past and any limiting beliefs from the past, and I expand my willingness to receive my good. God cannot give if I am unable to receive. Therefore, I gratefully allow the good of God to enter my life now. As I believe in my heart, so it is done unto me in all things. I am willing to receive fully and completely as I expand my heartfelt belief. I am grateful to know that abundance is my inheritance. There is nothing in me that can separate me from the love of God. And I accept the joy of living in the very midst of this love. I look at the lavish wastefulness of nature, and I know that God intended me to be as absolutely supplied with everything that makes for beauty, for peace, for joy-filled living, for vibrant health, for prosperity, and for love. I know right here and right now, I am one with this abundant universe. I am it is me, we are one. Gratefully, I accept the divine love and givingness of God and extend this love and givingness to everyone I meet. I affirm that today is filled with blessings for myself and others. Every day, I expand in abundance, in success, in joy, and in love, and I inspire others to do the same. I appreciate and recognize that I am whole, complete, that everything I need is already given. I recognize that God works through me. Therefore, I am fully supplied with everything I need. Today, I am grateful for the good in my life now, and I expect a more abundant life. I keep my thoughts open to new experiences and opportunities. As God finds a fuller outlet through me, I experience a new consciousness of joy, peace, security, and love. I am guided into right actions and successful accomplishments. This I accept. This I experience. I recognize that these gifts of abundance are already given, and I can experience them when I let go of my own limiting thoughts and beliefs. Therefore, today, I choose to live a joyous expectancy of good. I am open, I am willing, and in fact, I expect to experience joy, peace, health, love, prosperity, and so much more. keeping the expectancy of good in our consciousness, I invite you to take a deep breath and begin to bring your consciousness back to this room. Feel the support of your chair, or if you're watching online, the bed or floor. You might want to move your head, your shoulders, your arms, as you return to your awareness of this time and place. This concludes our meditation for today. Thank you so much for being a part of this, joining us with this spiritual practice. Our Sunday celebration will begin in approximately 15 minutes, around 10 o'clock. You're welcome to get up, visit with others, move around, and start your day. Thank you.
it real, keeping it real. Keeping it real, keeping it real. Keeping it real with Reverend Laura. Keeping it real, keeping it real. Keeping it real, keeping it real. Keeping it real with Reverend Laura.
This is Center for Spiritual Living, Greater Las Vegas. At CSL Greater Las Vegas, it is our mission to inspire spiritual discovery through community connection, exploration, and celebration. This mission supports the all-inclusive vision of Centers for Spiritual Living worldwide, in which we envision a world that works for everyone and all of creation.
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Center for Spiritual Living. I got an echo. Center for Spiritual Living, Greater Las Vegas. I'm Reverend Laura Hallett, and it's my pleasure to be here with you today. Oh, what a glorious day it is. I'm dressed a little bit differently, but I'm going to talk about this today. Just know that this is a badge of honor, just to tell you. So we're going to start off this morning with our opening song, and then
Brand
we'll
new
do
life. Brand new life.
Brand new life?
Brand new life.
Fabulous. And then we'll do a little meet and greet. So I'll turn it over to Justin.
All right. Appreciate. Good morning, everybody. Lovely to see y'all here. Thanks for venturing out in this heat. Yeah. Here we go.
I'm creating a brand new life, living as a
Stand if you're comfortable. Sorry.
Every day is a new beginning, another opportunity. Now I step out, living full on, one day at a time. Look out, world, here I come. It's a brand new life. I'm creating a brand new life, living as a brand new me. Every day is a new beginning, another opportunity. Now I step out, living full on, one day at a time. Look out, world, here I come. It's a brand new life.
One more time, please.
I'm creating a brand new life, living as a brand new me. Every day is a new beginning, another opportunity. Now I step out, living full on, one day at a time. Look out, world, here I come. It's a brand new life. Look out, world, here I come. It's a brand new life.
Hey, greet your neighbor if you're comfortable.
right, so we've got to say hi to everybody here in the sanctuary with us. Let's turn around and say hi to everybody that's online, everybody that's watching us. We really appreciate those of you that are joining us on our live stream. We feel your presence, and we know you are there, and it's so wonderful to see those numbers every Sunday. Joe sends them to us right afterwards, and we have 38 views, 50 views, 70 views. It's just wonderful to see all of the people that are joining us remotely, too. So we are so grateful for your presence. And so now we're going to go into that more contemplative time of our service. First off, I'd like to introduce our practitioners of the day. Joining us online, we have practitioners Lynn Frankenberger and Leslie McKinnon, who are happy to hold the high watch for you there, and will be grateful to answer any questions or anything like that you have. We also have Kelly Marshall back there who's monitoring our chat right now, too. So if you have any questions while you're online or any comments or anything like that, feel free to post those. If you have a prayer request, put that on there too. And here in our sanctuary, our beloveds Merlon Hart and Christine Page are holding high watch. And today our practitioner of the day is Judy Petit. So I'm going to invite Judy up to give us our opening invocation and affirmation.
Welcome. What a glorious Sunday morning. It is my pleasure to be here with you in person or online as we experience this uplifting celebration service together. So let's begin with this week's affirmation. Now, I happened to get the affirmation early, so I made cards because I know that people online can take pictures of the screen that this is going to show up on, but we don't have that here. So I made some cards. They're on the back table back there if you want a copy of the affirmation. So I'll read the affirmation. You can follow. I'll read part of it, then you can echo it. Ready? I know I am right here and right now. I know right here and right now. I am one with this abundant universe. I am one with this abundant universe. I am it. I am it. It is me. It is me. We are one. We are one.
I need to be still and let God love me. I need to be still and let God love me. When this old world starts to push and shove me, I need to be still and let God love me. I need to relax, let God take over. I need to relax, let God take over, and take this load off of my shoulders. I need to relax, let God take over. I need to be still and let God love me. I need to be still and let God love me. When this old world starts to push and shove me, I need to be still, let God love me.
As I relax into the stillness of the one power, the one presence, the one divine intelligence, the one love, I recognize that I am living in an abundant universe. I recognize that abundance surrounds me. I can choose to let go of any limiting beliefs. I can choose to accept the wholeness of God into my life. I can expect good blessings, love in my life. So as we embark upon this joyous celebration, this time of learning, of growth, this time of inspiration, I say thank you. Thank you for this divine awareness of the wholeness of God that is present right here, right now. I am truly grateful. And so it is.
I need to be still and let God love me. I need to be still and let God love me. When this old world starts to push and shove me, I need to be still and let God love me. I need to be still and let God love me.
So, what you see before you is someone who has spent the last days absolutely physically exhausted. Every single day for the last 8 days. I didn't think I could take that next step forward. I didn't think I could get up in the morning. I've just attended CSL Teen Camp. Now, you got to remember, I've taught school for 30 years. I know how to work with kids. I am used to being around kids. I'm not used to being around kids 24/7. But I got to tell you, they talk about teen camp being a life-changing experience. I'm not sure how it's changed yet. People have asked me a couple times, did you have a good time? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure yet. But what I do know is I spent the time with an incredible group of people who will create a world that works for everyone and all of creation. And that's our goal here at Centers for Spiritual Living. And these are the people that are going to do it. They did it at teen camp. They're doing it in unique ways in their own centers. And it's made me so much more optimistic for the future of our movement. Because let's face it, when we look around, we see people that are like us. There's not too many of us that are under 40 in here, right? And we think, okay, what's going to happen? Just kind of logically, it goes through our mind, what's going to happen as the future goes on? How is it going to be in 10 years? And these folks, many of them were raised in the teaching. Some of them had relatives who participated in the group and said, you need to go to this. So they really aren't experiencing our teaching except when they're at teen camp. So I had five young people from Nevada in my youth group. I was the advisor for that. And I really want to give a shout out for them. A lot of them have camp names, so I'll use their camp names. So I just want to give a shout out to Kai, Nixie, Brooke, Taya, and Skull. Beautiful, beautiful beings that I got to travel from here to about an hour outside of Portland. Spend a week with. Well, we spent 8 days. I'm not giving up that extra day because it was tough. I started at 3 o'clock in the morning on July 8th, and I finished last night at about 8 o'clock. So that was my time with on. That was my time on. Every moment, this month we're talking about abundance. And so today's talk title is Living in Abundance. And so I want to talk about how I lived in abundance through this week, because abundance showed up in every possible way for me. Every single possible way abundance could show up, both the good and the not so good. It showed up for me. We arrived at camp about 3 o'clock on Saturday. By 3 o'clock on Sunday, I was planning my escape route. I kid you not. I kid you not. I was laying on the cot because I had about an hour break. And I was laying there, okay, what can I do? How can I get there? I still have to fly back with the kids, so maybe I could just get a hotel in Portland. I'll get somebody to give me a ride to Portland. I'll get a hotel. We'll be fine. I can get rent a car. Fortunately, I have the funds to do this. I am good. We can make this happen. I mean, literally planning my escape route. I went to one of the advisors and said, I'm in tears. I am in tears. I don't think I can do this. The camp is at 5 levels. Our cabins were on the 2nd level from the bottom. I had to go to all 4 levels every day, physically exhausted. I didn't think, there were moments where I would not look up because all I could look at was the next step in front of me. If I looked up that hill, there was no way I was going to make it. There was just no way. I had a hat on the whole time because it was really sunny, and I just kept my head down and I just took one step in front of the other. But I found within me the abundance of energy enough to do it. I found it every single moment, and the way I found it was what was happening throughout the time. Every time I had an interaction with one of these beautiful bright lights that are growing up with this belief system, with this philosophy, with this way of being, every single moment that I had an interaction with them, it gave me just a little bit of an edge to forget about how much I hurt and to take that next step up, to make it to the next step. About halfway through the week, they had golf carts that the employees were using, and about halfway through the week, after being told, 10 or 12 times to ask for a ride, I finally gave in and did. And that gave someone else, another advisor who was struggling, permission to ride with me. And so we found an abundance of help. My kids that I was in charge of, I had, again, 5 youth in my youth advisors group. We had families. I had four young people in my family. It was Rico, Skull, Max, and Gavin. And they were beautiful, bright lights. And I just said, okay, I'm coming, but I'll be a little bit slower. You just keep on going, and I'll meet up with you. Fortunately, we have 2 advisors for everything. No children were ever left with one adult by themselves, so there was help. My partner in my family team, Ben, was wonderful. There were a couple things that I just had to opt out of because it was just too much of a strenuous walk to get to it. But they were there. They helped. Every single moment that I needed help, they helped. This abundance of all of this pain that I was feeling and this exhaustion level that I was feeling would get me down every once in a while. And then we would do an activity. I never realized how much people long for touch until I was there. These beautiful, cool kids who are too afraid out in the real, I don't even want to call it the real world. I don't know what it is. The normal world that we deal with. Are very stoic. Very much, I'm too cool for that. But here, they open themselves up to it. From the moment we got off the bus, the hugging was incredible. And when I thought I couldn't take another step, I got a hug from a kid. when I thought it was just too much for me to take, someone would put their hand on my back and just give me a little bit of that. So abundance of hugs, abundance of love was so palpable at this place. It was so incredible to watch the way they could give and receive. We practiced something called affirmative consent because some people have had issues being touched. And so at the beginning of the camp, we go over this, and every time we begin to do an activity, remember affirmative consent. It's kind of what we do in here. If you don't want to be touched, you can hold your hands, you can do whatever. At camp, we crossed our hands over our chest. Because there were a lot of touching activities. Because the touch broke people open. It let them release some of those pain that they've been feeling, some of the woundedness, some of the I'm not good enough for people to touch me feelings that they've had. It was honestly, I know it's life-changing. I don't know how. And I'm open to seeing how it shows up. But I know it is absolutely, absolutely critical that those of us that are here as members of Center for Spiritual Living Greater Las Vegas support the young people. I'm actually going to bring them in and have them talk to us one Sunday. I asked them if they wanted to do it today. They gave me the stink eye. I said, well, I have to be there. Yeah, but we don't have to. So they're not coming today. But they will come in and they'll speak to you about it because it's absolutely critically important. There was another team that was from the Las Vegas Center, and so we're looking at maybe doing some things together because they don't have much of a teen group there. We have a very small teen group here. We'll bring this together and see what we can do to create experiences for teens in Las Vegas. Because this is what will move us forward. This is where we're going to find the resources to move this movement into the next phase of our evolution as we move into creating that world that works for everyone in all of creation. You know, there was so many opportunities to see abundance in this experience. You know, we look at the natural world around us. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen as many trees. It's a beautiful camp, our Camp Cedar Ridge up in Vernonia, Utah. Vernonia, Oregon. It is a beautiful location, and it has so much potential. And it's actually being fully used right now. So the camp director told me that they are now starting to book for 2025 because they're pretty much filled. And so this is exciting for us, and it's just going to keep growing. They're going to keep adding more cabins and things like that and expand the kitchen. It housed the 100 people that were there pretty well. And so, you know, if you have an opportunity, you can always support that. There are ways to do that through our CSL website to support our teen camp that we're going to be using throughout the year. They also use it at winter camp, too, because it's not the weather is pretty good up there for that. You know, it's been quite an experience. Like I said, I don't know how all it's shifted in me. I don't know what everything has shifted in me, but I know that I've been totally moved. I mean, I said this was a badge of honor. I actually wanted to write on there for a while, I survived teen camp. But I thought that was not, second thought, that's probably not the best thing. But I did survive it, and I thrived from it, and it has moved me in ways that like I said, I don't even know what's working for me, but I do know that I will be abundantly blessed by it throughout probably the rest of my life, because it's incredible to be with those kids that are. I mean, I'm sitting in the dining hall, and I'd finished my meal, and I was just finishing my drink and just sitting there, and there's a table of kids in front of me, And this one little guy, he was one of the younger ones there. He's talking about how he doesn't think he can do something. And he's telling these two kids that are a little older than him on each side, yeah, I can't do that. I just can't do that. And the one kid turns to him and says, change your thinking, change your life. I thought, yes! That's one of our sayings that we have just has been, known for Centers for Spiritual Living. Change your thinking, change your life. You can do what you want to do. There were times when the children would be so moved with emotions. And what would happen was just amazing. As soon as their voice cracked, or they started to tear up, or the kids were like this. And if the kid was really upset, they began to circle him. They didn't touch him, but they began to circle him. To hear 100 people doing this, sending you love and energy, gives me chills right now. The support that they received from each other was incredible. I think the thing that was probably the most impactful to me happened on Friday morning. It was an activity they call free expression. And it was 2 hours of an open mic. The kids get about a minute each to speak on whatever they want to speak on. And to hear the stories, the trauma that kids have been through in their lives, and to hear how something or someone at Centers for Spiritual Living literally saved their life. There wasn't a dry eye in the place for some of the stories. There were stories of kids who really haven't experienced a lot of trauma, but who have found a way to empower themselves to do something they didn't think they could do. There are stories of the kids that are moving into college or moving on into high school. And the beautiful stories that they talk about someone at a Center for Spiritual Living that has had a huge impact on their lives. They weren't talking about the ministers standing up there, really. They were talking about the everyday people in the congregation that did something for them, that said something to them, that showed up for something they were doing, that changed the way that they are living now. There were kids who seemed to have it all together, totally all together, and they got up and told their story about living in the woods for 4 years because they were homeless, about attempting suicide, about drug addiction, about abuse in all of its different forms. And every single one of them had a moment of where something changed their lives. That's what we're doing here at Centers for Spiritual Living. That's what we are doing for the young people. And that is how we're creating that world that works for everyone. I've talked about this before. Oftentimes we say we want to create a world that works for everyone, but what we want is a world that just works for us. Makes us feel good. But this is impacting generations beyond us. I think of these young people as parents who from a young age can tell their children, change your thinking, change your life. Who from a young age can say, everything you need is right there within you. Imagine how your life would have been different if you had people around you that were telling you that. I had a wonderful, loving family, but they didn't tell me things like that. I never knew that God was in me. I never knew that I had an abundance of everything I need right inside of me for me to tap into at any moment in my life until I got to Centers for Spiritual Living. We've all known it for a long time that we are a powerful force in this world. And this is actually how we can begin to make it happen. I'm absolutely committed to providing an experience for young people. When I was starting to do the planning for our new building, the first thing I put on there were the youth rooms. And the teen rooms have a dedicated room for themselves because they need that. They need that space. When I was talking to these young people at lunch yesterday as we were at the airport waiting for our flight, we started brainstorming things that we can do to actually begin to bring people in. They were very excited about the labyrinth that we're building in our sanctuary. They were very excited about the fact that we have dedicated rooms. Our next goal is to find a teen and youth advisors to help support them. My goal is to have the teens much more visible so that we can actually see what we're doing with this, see where we're putting our money, where we're putting our energy, where we're putting our intention, to actually see it in action. And so that's what I would like to build for our center. And I am committed to doing that. So many times when we think about abundance, we don't think about it in terms of these things. We don't think about the abundance of issues like being exhausted, and we don't think about the abundance of opportunities that we have with young people that are coming up. But this is a way that we begin to live in abundance, is by bringing all of that in and applying our principles to it, applying our practices to it, and watching it just absolutely blossom. I watched people blossom this week. I told you that I was making my exit plan on Sunday. By Tuesday, I was making a list of things to bring next year. Although I wasn't sure I was coming back, I was making a list. Again, it was absolutely the most physically draining thing I have ever done in my life. And I'm not sure exactly how it's been rewarding-wise, because I know sometimes that takes a while to show itself in me. But I'm exceptionally emotional. And I know part of it is that. Part of it's the exhaustion. But part of it is that everything that happened at this wonderful place we call Teen Camp. And so, as we move into our future together in our new building, which I got great pictures of on Thursday, so it's really progressing. The walls are framed. So the walls are framed. The floor is poured. The walls are framed. They're running electrical conduit. So we are excited about all of the progress of that. Thank you. I am still optimistic that we will be able to move in October. So please know that with me. Hold that in consciousness. And anytime you think of our center, think of all the wonderful ways that it is just unfolding beautifully through all of the construction process. So I have no idea what time it is because I left my watch. There we go. All right. Let's take this into prayer, folks. And so our prayer is what we call affirmative prayer. And every one of those 100 people could do it. They could do it just give them a mic and they did prayer. It was amazing. Our prayer begins with the recognition of the Spirit. Then we unify ourselves with it, because if God is all there is, then I got to be part of it. We speak statements of truth in our realization stage. We give thanks and we let it go. So if you would join with me now. As I just simply relax into that feeling of the allness and the fullness of the divine, knowing that it resides within me, that it fills the space around me, that it is the heart and hands and minds of everyone I meet. I know that nothing exists outside of this one, this creative love intelligence that has brought forth everything into existence. It is unconditional love. Beautiful, perfect, unconditional love. A love that cannot be contained. A love that is always giving more and more of itself wherever it is needed. It is that presence of peace, of purpose, of passion. It is wisdom and clarity. It is absolutely abundant in everything that it does. And because I know that there is only this one, I know that I am one with it. That the power and the presence of the divine resides right within me. And as I know this is true for me, I know this is true for everyone. For each one of us is that unique and perfect emanation of the divine, created in the image of it, and endowed with everything that Spirit is. And so I speak my word of truth. I know that right here and right now, each one of us is living abundantly. That all that we ever need is always available for us. By connecting with Spirit, by going within, by seeing what is possible, by changing our thinking, we change our lives. I'm so grateful to see evidence of this abundance all around me. The blades of grass, the stars in the sky, sand on the beaches, smiles on each person, and the wonderful, incredible hugs. I know that we are all blessed by this abundance. And I just give great thanks for it. I'm so grateful to feel it, to see it, to know it is operating in life, to know that it is manifesting itself right here and right now through each one of us. That we are a catalyst for change, and that change is moving through us into fruition right now. I just give great thanks for this, and I release this word into the law, into that creative part of that love intelligence that is always saying yes, 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 yes. I let it go, and I let it be. And together we say, and so it is. Okay, so now is that time in our service when we share our tithes and offerings. If you choose to give to in person today, we appreciate that greatly. If you're giving online or electronically in any way, we are also grateful to receive that. If you're giving once a month, once a week, whatever, we are thrilled to receive all of your blessings. So if you've given electronically, just put your hand over your heart. If you're giving in person today, just hold your offering in front over your heart. And repeat after me. This gift I give. Goes forth from me. Does amazing and miraculous things. And returns to me in kind. Pressed down and overflowing. And so it is. Justin has some music for us.
All right, circulation. Here we go. 4 times.
Circulation, like the water raining down to grow the flowers up through the ground. Circulation, the universe you give into will multiply it and send it back to you. Circulation, like the water raining down to grow the flowers up through the ground. Circulation, the universe you give into will multiply it and send it back to you. Circulation, like the water raining down to grow the flowers up through the ground. Circulation, the universe you give into will multiply it and send it back to you. up through the ground. Circulation, circulation. The universe you give into will multiply it and send it back to you. Circulation.
All right. So you've heard me talk about her a lot. And my friend Tammy was here so we could bring her today. I did hear her back there a little bit. She heard my voice, yes. So this is Molly. This is my new puppy. She's 5 months old. She's a little bit overwhelmed, so we're not going to let anybody else come up to her today. But I just wanted to bring her and show her to you guys since you've been so supportive of me in the process of receiving her. Talk about abundance. The abundance of love that I receive from this little beautiful being is just amazing, and I'm totally blessed by it. So whether you choose to find your abundance in a pet or in another person or just within yourself, I know it's available to you all the time. I want to thank Mary Guidell for the beautiful flowers today. These are in honor of her mother, Doris DeGrave. My thing just went black. She says, I'll see you in Green Bay on the 25th to celebrate. Birthday? 95th birthday. Fabulous. All right. So we send our happy birthday wishes out to Doris, too, also today. We don't have any other announcements today, so let's just finish this up. Justin? All right.
Yes, benediction?
Benediction. I guess I better do the benediction. Thank you. As I said, I'm tired. Would you stand, please? And if you are comfortable doing so, would you join hands? Mm-hmm. All right, would you repeat after me? Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
It is this thing called abundance.
It is this thing called abundance.
Abundance is in my mind.
Abundance is in my mind.
Abundance is in my heart.
Abundance is in my heart.
Abundance is in all that I do. I am it. I share it.
I share it.
And I'm becoming more of it. Each and every day.
Each and every day.
Thank you, abundance.
Thank you, abundance.
And so it is.
So it is.
Justin.
Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do.
All right, a couple more times. A couple more times.
Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do.
Have a great week, everybody. Thank you for being here. Please help us with the chairs and tables. Thank you.
As the sun lights up the sky, opening our hearts to the spirit of love inside. Together we rise, God flows through you and I. Together one in spirit, we in times of struggle, we seek the Spirit of God within. Receptive to our calling, we love our neighbors and our friends. Relaxing in the knowing God's grace it never